Hey there, it's Anonymous Tea, where we spill the tea anonymously. Hello, everyone. Hello, YouTubers. Hope you guys are all having an amazing day today, sending good vibes, sending positivity, sending blessings, and good energy to each and every single one of you. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, anything I say is alleged and in my very, very personal opinion. This is for entertainment purposes only. None of this is personal. The Copyright Act of 1976 is in the description box. Some meat and potatoes, some housekeeping items. It is free to follow me. Free to follow me on this channel, Anonymous Tea. Free to follow me on my other channel, Anonymous Tea Podcast. There is new content over there. Follow me on the Tickety Talk at Anonymous Tea Podcast. Free to follow me on the Instagram. On the Instagram is at AnonymousRealityT. Free to share everywhere. Free to like the video so it gets out to the algorithm. Free to share with your family, your friends, and your foes, and coming or going, hit the like button. So today we've got a little late night edition regarding F them kids, regarding Martell hold, and I'm exhausted, y'all. DDG's uncle is out here acting out and evading the courts and making up excuses and apparently needing some anger management. Let's talk about it. So shout out to Drop the Tea. I saw this on her page. Now, there was a court date on the 15th, but I don't believe yet the official documents have come out. But this is a report as far as a series of events with various visits and things that Martell allegedly was supposed to be complying with, but it sounds like he's still treating the kids like crap and is leaving them unattended and is off to see the concubine or whoever else is available, so he does not have to be around them kids. And I'm just asking, like, what is the point? What is the point? Why not just give Mel full custody? Why are the court systems dragging things out like this? Like, at some point, something has to give. And eventually, regardless of the custody agreement and everything else, it's going to get to a point where the kids are going to say, you know what? I don't want to go see my father. I know it's his scheduled time, but I don't feel like going. And that's what happens. I'm trying to tell y'all real talk, that this happens a lot of the time, that things get so drawn out, back and forth, you finally reach an agreement, and there's games that are played when you're supposed to be seeing the child, such as recent as this year. Now, we're going to focus on the more recent events from the summer on, but I found interesting a couple of things, right? So one of the dates was June 28th, 2025, and it says, visited dads regarding the children being left alone and to utilize grandma rather than leave children alone until after midnight, etc. to and from. No. Not Marlene. So Marlene is out here, you know, because I presume she's back to work, right? I presume she's back to work. And at some point in time, she has to, you know, deal with a full-time job and then basically be a glorified babysitter for Martell and Mel's 4 kids that they're supposed to be there for the week. And Martell is busy out running the streets. See, here's the thing. If there was a financial benefit for Martell in the mix, such as a way for him to get sole custody and get a paycheck from Melody Cherie's earnings from 7th Avenue Beauty and all the ventures she's got going on, he would do it, right? If the opportunity presented himself, he tried, right? However, because he sees that Mel and the kids are thriving without them, and without him, he can't handle that, right? He cannot handle that. So as a result, he is going to pick and choose when and if he wants to see and or interact with the kids. And it's nothing but foolishness. No. So then we got another date on 7/14/2025. So this is back in July. Home visit with children at mom's home. Children request to see me because of problems with dad, anger, etc. Son was afraid of dad. No. Not Martell still messing with Tank out here. No. Sent an email to attorneys about this concern. Why is Martell still messing with Tank? Like, what are we doing? What are we doing out here? Why is Martell so threatened by his own child? Can you make it make sense? Like it's crazy to me that this is still happening. Then we got to talk about an August date, y'all. An August date on August 8th, literally just a couple of months ago. It says, to and from school of child regarding concerns dad had regarding tank, talk to principal, counselor, and child. No. So it's at the point to where things are so dire with Martell's lack of parenting, his anger issues, him leaving the children unattended so that he can go to the concubine's house or go to somebody else's house, anybody's house that is not where the kids are supposed to be for the week. And in all HELL breaks loose when he is around. Make it make sense. And it's to the point that the school's involved, the principal, the counselor, all these people are involved. And it's just like, when is it going to stop, y'all? When is it going to stop? And so now that brings me to October 15th, which was Wednesday, right? It's past Wednesday. There was another court date, you guys. And guess who was a no-show? Guess who did not show up, you guys? Nobody else than Martell Holt, because he is nothing but full of excuses and full of it, you guys. What did he say? What was the reason? What was the rationale this time? Mr. King of filing a continuance to have this continue forever, ever, and ever, ever, and ever, ever, right? Now, nonetheless, Martell allegedly could not appear because he, quote unquote, had to work. So I'm guessing, I don't know, because I haven't been watching Love and Marriage Huntsville. I know that they're on a break. I know there was only 8 episodes that aired per the ratings. However, I'm going to take a wild guess that they probably filmed a reunion, right? That they're going to come back in November, allegedly, and then the rest of those episodes are going to play out, and they've already filmed the reunion, I'm guessing. No. And I'm starting to wonder at this point, like, does Martell know the judge? Can we get a different judge? I feel like the judge needs to recuse themselves at this point, because at this point, there's just games being played. There's just games being played, and I don't understand what's going on in Madison County. Because I feel like some of these other family courts, at some point, the judge has to be tired of all this foolishness and all these shenanigans. At some point, a ruling has to come down to say, hey, Mel, you have sole custody, right? Martell, if you're not going to adhere to the custody schedule and everything else, then we need to make some adjustments here. Like, I don't understand what's not computing. I don't understand why I feel like we're having the same conversation over and over and over and over and over again. It's like Mel and Tel have been divorced going on how long now? You know what I'm saying? 5+ years. Like, when is this going to stop? But here's the thing. Martell is enjoying all of this. He's enjoying all of the chaos. Because it keeps him in the news. It keeps him out there. Because there should be nothing in these reports that's still talking about any anger issues, still talking about missed visits to where the kids do not want to be bothered. And that is a red herring. I'm trying to kick game to y'all. I'm trying to kick truth to y'all. That in some cases, in some of these family court cases, what tends to happen is even if you have a finalized custody schedule, because old school used to be, what was it? every Wednesday and every other weekend and every other holiday is how old school it used to be, right? Because I'm not familiar with this new stuff of 7 days on, 7 days off. But I am familiar with the old school way, which was every Wednesday evening from like 5 to 8 or whatever else. And then the person who's not the primary custody parent would get the kids every other weekend and every other holiday. And then sometimes they would work out if, the non-custodial parent wants to have the kids for the summer or wants to have the kids for a couple of weeks out the summer or whatever else. Boy, nonetheless, even with that is less than a week on and week off, there was still foolishness, there was still fugazi behavior going on to where games were being played. The non-custodial parent showing up late to pick up the kids, right? Or there being too much drama if the non-custodial parent has a new significant other, has a new spouse and everything else, or if there's other kids now that they have, right? And you still, if you're the child in the situation, you still want to bond with the other siblings. But at the same token, if you're there trying to see your parent and they're wasting their time asking you a million questions about the other parent, which I presume Martell is doing, asking the kids a million questions about Mel, and perhaps the times when the concubine is there, it's not any better. And I'm sure they're sick of the foolishness and the BS. And now Tank is being mistreated once again. No. Like, it's so weird to me that we keep having this conversation over and over and over, and nothing is being done. And it's almost as if Martell is doing this menacing behavior to get at Mel, to get on Mel's nerves, to rile her up, to stress her out, or whatever else. But I just want the judge to make this ruling. Just say sole custody at this point, and let's move it along. And when you can get it together, when you can enroll in anger management for real, and when you can do the required counseling that you allegedly were supposed to do that last time with your son to address why you're treating him the way that you're treating him, like Martell has shown no improvement through this entire process, y'all. So why do we keep having to have the same conversation over and over and over again? I'm exhausted, y'all. So there's that. That's it. That's all. Es todos. Es final. Es finito. It's the end of the road. It's the end of the line for this video. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you're notified the moment I post a content on my channel. And with that being said, I'll talk to you guys again very soon.